All right, guys, we are back for my first session with Hilary. And I wanted to go ahead and just do this publicly so that you guys can see what a typical session is like with Hilary. So, Hilary, I'm going to go ahead and just give the session to you and have you guide it as you would any other session.
Yeah. Okay. So just off the bat, Emily has chosen something she wants to work with in this session. And normally the sessions are an hour and a half, but we're going to target today what she wants to work on. And that might look like 15 minutes. It might look like half an hour. Whatever happens, happens. And we're going to let it organically unfold. That's generally how I run my sessions. Okay, so first of all, Emily, I want you to just get comfortable in the chair there. Okay. And just allow the arms to be heavy, just making sure that your hands don't feel like they're falling off or your arms don't feel like they're falling off the chair arms. And I want you to now take in a nice deep breath. And just connecting with the breath, being present to that breath. On the next breath, imagining light coming through the nostrils down into the body. Renewing light, beautiful light coming down into the lungs. If you imagine that spreading out to the body, that light traveling in all directions, but first focusing on that light traveling up through the head, behind the eyes, your eyelids feeling heavier. Sending that light now down across the shoulders and down the arms, into the hands and the fingertips. Imagine that light moving through the torso, releasing and relaxing, moving down into the legs, sending that light down into the feet and down into the toes. I want you to now send your attention down into your feet and your toes. Notice any pressure against your feet, whether that be from socks, the floor, shoes. Notice anything touching your feet. Just noticing that will take you deeper relaxed. I want you to imagine now in your mind's eye a door. Just allow there to be a door there. Whether you imagine this door, you sense that there's a door there, or you just know there's a door there. Maybe get a sense of what color that door might be, or what that door is made out of. Kind of understand the shape of the door. Notice the casing around the door. Notice any details. Notice the handle on the door, going deeper relaxed. If you haven't already, I want you to place a window in that door. Beautiful window, letting lots of light inside. And you find yourself sort of floating in that light. Now, first impression, what color is that door? Just saying that out loud.
Turquoise.
Turquoise. Imagining that turquoise door there. On the other side of that door, Emily, there is a beautiful place. A beautiful place in your mind, whether you've been there before or it's created now for you. I want you to imagine as if you were to open that door and float out into that beautiful place. Allow it to be there. Okay. Emotion during this time is actually very natural. Hypnosis is always walking the line of emotion, imagery, creative senses. What is your emotion right now, Emily?
I'm so happy.
Mm-hmm.
It's so beautiful.
If you could describe that beautiful place, what would it look like?
Um, Everything is in place and everything has a home. Um, but it's so natural.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like uncomfortable. It's very, very just welcoming and inviting. Like it, like it just reflects me.
Yeah. Okay. Can you describe it? Is it nature? Is it a room? What is it?
It's kind of both. It's a room that has a lot of like natural wood and natural light, and there's definitely vegetation, but it's inside. And
Okay.
there's like a large window where you can see the outside, where you can see nature like outside,
Mm-hmm.
but it's an indoor
Yeah.
space.
Wonderful. So I want you to find a spot in that space where you can imagine yourself sitting back, relaxing into that space, as if you're going twice as deeply relaxed into that beautiful place. Finding that now and just letting me know when you feel just a little more relaxed, deeper relaxed.
Yes, I'm more deeper relaxed.
And so now I want you to imagine as if you are pure consciousness, pure light energy. That's who you are. This infinite being of light energy. And I want you to imagine just like taking off a coat, you step out of the body of Emily and you move into this space, feeling connected to everything around you. And it's as if you were to turn around and get a sense of Emily sitting there enjoying the space. But you are pure energy now, pure consciousness. Let me know when you get a sense of Emily there.
Yes, I'm there.
Perfect. Now, because you are free of the body right now,
Mm-hmm.
you can fly, you can float. I want you to fly straight up through the space of that room, higher and higher, as if you're looking down. You get a sense of that space below you. You can get a sense of Emily there in that room. And you go higher and higher. And you get a sense of maybe the earth unfolding below you. And you get a sense of the land and the oceans, the deserts and the jungles, and just everything that Earth has to offer, the connection that you have with Earth. As you float higher, you start to notice the atmosphere. Maybe there's colors there. You get a sense of that. And now you are in the universe, the support and the love of the universe holding you up, and you float there, being so connected to the knowledge and wisdom and love and support of the universe, also being connected to the earth, but also so connected to the universe. Can you get a sense of that connection, Emily?
Mm.
Right?
Yes, yes.
Okay. So now somewhere around you, I want you to get a sense of a timeline. Maybe it's, to some people it looks like a shoelace. To some people it looks like a beam of light. It can look exactly how your mind wants it to look. And any way you see it or perceive it or sense it or know it is just perfect. That timeline stretches into your past, and it also stretches into your future. And right now, you're above the present moment. Just let me know when you get a sense that there's a timeline around you.
I see it.
Okay. So now, always, always, always in hypnosis, in my sessions, there's an extra support system that comes in and floats with you. Someone or something that you know loves you so much. And so, who comes in to help you today? Who floats with you, Emily?
Jesus.
Jesus, beautiful. Okay. I want you to take the hand of Jesus, and Jesus is going to float you back in time, all the way back to where your mind decided to have clutter, that it needed clutter, all the way back in time to the very first moment. Just allow your mind to give you, it's like it's handing you the event, and you're high above the event with Jesus there beside you, looking down, knowing that there's no right or wrong here, there's no good or bad, just getting a sense of an event from your past. Just let me know when you get a sense of an event.
I've got it.
Okay. So how old is Emily there when you're looking at her?
I would guess about 3.
3. And what's going on for Emily? Just a few details.
I'm playing and I have a lot of toys.
Yeah.
A lot of toys.
Yeah. And so what happens in that moment? What happens in that moment that clutters your mind?
I love them all. I
You
love
love,
all my toys.
yeah.
and I want to keep them all.
You want to keep them all.
But there's too many of them.
There's too many.
And so I can't figure out which one to play with.
Hmm.
There's too
I want to,
many.
yeah. Just so I know, is there any moment where the toys are taken away from you? Is that part of this memory or what? Just want to make sure.
I know I'm supposed to clean
Okay.
my playroom.
Yeah.
I know that I'm supposed to.
Mm-hmm.
And but I can't do it
Mm-hmm.
right. And so my mom comes in and does it because I can't do it myself. My mom has to do it. I
Oh,
can't I can't do it.
yeah.
I can't do it right. I do it. I try to do it, but it's just not enough.
Just not enough. I want you to put that old event on a TV screen as if you and Jesus are hanging out watching it. Okay? Like you're watching an old movie. Tell me when you've sort of neutralized the feeling. It's like you've cut a cord between you and the screen.
Okay. I've done it.
Okay. All right. The reason why we neutralize it a little bit, I mean, you know the emotions are there, you felt into them, right?
Yeah.
But the reason why we neutralize those emotions for the time being is so that you can hear and listen and you can hear easier your mind, right? Things aren't cut off by the emotion. So I want you to turn to Jesus and I want you to ask Jesus in your mind, what is there to learn about this old event so that I can let go of that feeling of it not being enough for my mom. And just say the answer out loud. What does Jesus tell you to know about this situation?
Jesus, what can I know about this old event that I can let go of and not think that I'm not enough? I'm just hearing you are enough
Yeah,
and you haven't done anything wrong.
that's right.
That I am a good girl.
That's right. What else?
That I am capable of cleaning my room in any way I want to clean it.
That's right.
I am able to find a place or a home for every one of my toys. I get to decide where they go. And that way I will remember where they're at. And I will know whenever I need them, I'll know where they're at because I put them there.
That's right.
I don't need to have them out everywhere so that I know that they're there. I can put them away in a cabinet, in a drawer, in a bin, and they'll still be there for me whenever I need them. Because I will know because I put them there. I chose their home. I chose their place. I chose their location.
Mm-hmm.
And so I can bring up that information whenever I need it.
That's right. Okay. Anything else? Okay, so I want you and Jesus to look at that TV screen with that old event on it. Okay.
Okay.
And in your mind, you look at it, you get a sense of it, and you know that you are enough. You know that you have not done anything wrong, that you are a good girl, that you are capable, and you find a place for every toy. And you can clean it any way you want to clean it, and you get to decide where they go. And you don't have to have them out, but you'll know where they are because you choose their home. Now, I want to understand the head shaking.
I'm saying thank you.
Okay.
I'm just saying thank you.
Okay. I want you to imagine as if you and Jesus float into that TV screen, to that old event. Okay. I want you to notice now. Can you feel that emotion that you had before?
No.
No. I want you to pick up your 3-year-old self and I want you to hold her close. And I want you to tell her how much she is lovable, how much she is loved. Okay? How she is good enough. And now I want you to imagine that she is this beautiful energy, which she is, and she merges with your heart center. Always there, always being supported and supportive.
I love her so much.
Yeah.
She's so perfect. She's so beautiful. Ah, she's brilliant. I'm so glad to have her with me.
Okay. So just be with that and let me know when you're ready to move forward.
We're ready.
Okay. So right now, I want you to imagine moving forward with Jesus into your future. Notice being in a space. Okay. Notice the difference in the feeling of being in that space where you mentioned clutter from before. What's the difference in the feeling now when you look around you?
It feels like a game or like a puzzle, and I get to put things in the right place.
Mm-hmm.
I get to figure it out.
Yeah.
And I'm really good at this game.
And you're really good. Yeah.
I'm really good at this game. I'm really good at finding a home for things and putting them in their place. And it's fun to get to do it every day.
Mm-hmm. I want you to imagine yourself doing that. Is there any resistance in the mind and the body to doing that? Any pushback?
No,
Okay.
I see a lot to do, but
Mm-hmm.
it's not overwhelming because that just means I have a lot of fun to have.
Yeah.
It's not a lot of things to do, it's a lot of fun to have.
Yeah. Do you feel overwhelmed?
No,
Do you feel like you can't focus?
no,
Okay. So I want you to imagine yourself coming back to the present moment, just hanging out there, floating with Jesus. Okay.
mm,
And I want all around you, maybe it's like this already, but I want all around you to be light, as if you are all encompassed in light, loving, supportive light, renewing light. And now there was a limiting belief that came up about I'm just not enough. Okay. We're going to check in here and we're going to release this limiting belief. So, right now, just for a moment, I want you to think about that limiting belief and where do you feel that in the body? If you were to know where that was,
right here, like in my shoulder,
like your right shoulder,
my left shoulder.
your left shoulder, okay. So, letting go of the idea, I want you now to imagine yourself and know really that you are a being of light, infinite being of light. Limiting beliefs are dense. It's like a dense energy that we pick up in these lifetimes that kind of hangs out in our light, but it can't stick to us. Okay. It just sort of hangs out there. It's almost like two puzzle pieces that will not fit together. One puzzle piece being you, the light, and the other puzzle piece is that dense energy, that limiting belief. Okay. So I want you to imagine in your mind that you pull that out of your light and you throw it out in front of you. You pull that out of your left shoulder and throw it out in front of you. Right? Just keep pulling, whether that's internal vision or body motions, it's all good. Just keep pulling it out, throwing it out there in front of you, getting rid of it. You're going to feel lighter as you do so. And at some moment, you're going to go, okay, it's all gone. It's all out there in front of me. Let me know when that moment is.
It's all gone.
Okay, now tell me, what does that look like out there in front of you? What did you pull out?
It's brown.
Brown, yeah.
It's just kind of like almost like a bruise on a pear,
Yep,
just like brown and mushy.
yep. Okay, so next, we're not here to judge anybody, but who gave this to you? Who made you feel this way?
My mom.
Your mom. I want your mom to show up there. Just go with me on this. It's a process. I want you to give that brown bruise on a pear type thing back to your mom. And as you give it back to her, I want you to tell her, this is yours. It's not
This
mine.
this is yours. It's not mine.
I'm not carrying this any longer.
I'm not carrying this any longer.
Okay. Let me know when she's got it.
She took it.
Okay. So now, Emily, you tell her, Mom, you can give it back to whoever made you feel this way.
Mom, thank you for taking that from me. And now you can give that back to whoever gave that to you.
Okay. So usually it's generational. Okay. And you see it passed back and passed back until it just disappears in the distance. You let me know when it's all gone.
It's all gone.
Okay. Do you want to give your mom a hug?
Yes.
Okay, you go ahead.
I love you, Mom.
Okay. So let her energy go for now. Okay. And you're floating there. And what I want you to do now is imagine, allow light, renewing, beautiful light to go down through the crown of your head, down into your left shoulder, filling that space, renewing that energy, allowing that to be full of new, refreshing light. And that light extends even further out through the whole of the body. And you're sort of just floating there in that light, brand new, beautiful source light. Just let me know when you feel that floating sensation.
Yes, I do.
Okay. Now, I want you to just try to tell yourself now that you're not good enough.
You're 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 not you're not good enough. That's such a lie.
That's such a lie. It's like it bounces off. It's not even a thing anymore.
It's
Okay.
so funny.
It is funny, isn't it? So I want you to imagine now that you are back in that beautiful place that you began in, that room. Okay, Jesus comes with you. Okay, I want you to notice that room all around you. How do you feel there in that room?
I feel so comfortable,
Good.
at peace.
At peace, yeah. I want you to just give gratitude to Jesus. Say thank you for helping you out today.
Thank you, Jesus. Thank you for being with me all the time
Mm. Okay.
and today.
And today, yeah. And so allow Jesus energy to go for now, just for now. And if you haven't already, I want you to merge back with Emily there in that room.
In the
As if
bodysuit.
in the bodysuit, yeah. Yeah. Just merge back, bringing in all this new information, the letting go of past events, the change, the integration, the letting go of limiting beliefs, all the beautiful work you did today. Do you feel lighter?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you feel like there's been a shift?
Huge. I,
Okay.
I, I, I don't even think I could define it as a shift.
What would you
More of a shedding,
a
like
shedding?
a
Yeah.
shedding, like shedding of like snake skin.
Yeah. Perfect. Okay. So I want you to find a little staircase in that room. Just perceive a staircase there. It's got 3 steps up. The third step has this beautiful light. This light that represents your shedding, your releasing. It represents you. You're already that light. But I want you to gently float up towards that light, merging with that light. As you float up to that light, keep floating, keep floating. You start to wiggle your fingers and toes, coming back to the body gently, allowing that light to be all around you. And I'm going to count to 3 slowly. On 3, you'll open your eyes, feeling alert, awake, ready for the afternoon. 1, coming back gently. 2, reintegrating all the knowledge into the body, mind, soul. 3, gently opening your eyes, feeling alert, awake, and ready for the day. How you doing?
Good.
Good.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so how I know it can be kind of fuzzy afterwards a little bit, but how did you perceive that experience or
That was so amazing. And it was all mine. Like
yeah.
my I feel very safe with you, but my preconceived notions of hypnosis were I don't want the other person to come into my story and then bring their flavor into my
Yeah.
story.
Yeah.
But I love you, but there was no part of you in
Yeah.
that story. And
No, and
anything that I saw it was all my creation.
yeah. Yeah. And
It
that's how it
wasn't
should be.
you influencing me. It was me creating.
Yeah. Absolutely, and that's how it should be. Yeah. And if anyone ever goes to a hypnotist that does otherwise, just leave the room.
Yeah. And I'm not a very, I'm sorry. I shouldn't say that. Um, I see other people, I perceive other people to be more creative than me.
Mhm.
And it felt really good to realize how creative I really am.
Mhm.
And the things that I was able to create were beautiful.
Yeah.
I mean, just beautiful. I'm always really good with words and with feelings, but not in the past. I wasn't as good with aesthetics. And I was able to create in my mind this just beautiful aesthetics in this room. And it was so amazing.
No, that's wonderful. That's wonderful. Well, I'm glad you feel like you shed shed something, right? And feeling better.
Yeah, yeah. I
Yeah.
feel really good. And
Yeah.
I'm excited to see the fruits of this,
Yeah.
the results, the transformation.
Yeah.
Because I feel it
Yeah.
in a way that I've never felt before. Like I've never felt so capable, but
Good.
I'm excited to see that play out in real
Yeah.
life.
Yeah. Yeah. And we did a little bit of that, right? We future progressed you into a scenario where you might be doing that, right?
Yeah.
And the wonderful thing about the subconscious mind is that it doesn't know the difference. It just doesn't know the difference between what is real and what is pretend.
Mm.
So if you are feeling good in that future scenario, you know, usually chances are you're going to feel good, right? You're going to feel that same sort of feeling that you had there, right?
Yeah. I never looked at it as fun before. I
Yeah.
always looked at it as
Mhm.
I'm inadequate and it's a pile of things that I need to sort through or I need to do, and I'm going to fail.
Yeah.
But for the first time, I looked at this as a pile of fun.
Yeah.
Like, and I'm really good at this. Like, I'm
Yeah.
really, really good at this. And that's the first time I've ever, ever experienced that. That's
That's wonderful.
amazing.
That's wonderful. It's almost like and it happens a lot in different kinds of scenarios, and it looks like it's happening here. But it's really that connection with your younger self, and your younger self is creative. It wants to have fun, that kind of thing. So you reconnecting with that 3-year-old you, right? That's so important. And that really brings out that creativity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was really interesting the experience whenever I was 3-year old Emily. I never associated it with that she had fear that if
Mm-hmm.
almost like object permanence,
Mm-hmm.
where if I don't see the toy doesn't exist, or I'm going to forget I have the toy.
Yeah.
And I see that's what I do in my physical environment is I leave this this book out, or I leave, I have this post-it note here. I have to leave everything out because I'm afraid I don't trust my mind to
Mm.
remember to do the thing, or I don't trust my mind to remember where the item is. And
Yeah.
so everything is just like I honestly, I used to fantasize about having a warehouse for a room so that I
Yeah.
could literally just lay everything out. So I could sit like a maestro in a symphony, and I could just be surrounded by all of my things so that
Yeah.
I could see them all and know where they're at.
Yeah.
Um, but that doesn't feel good.
No, no. Yeah.
So I love letting go of that lie that I don't have object permanence,
Yeah.
that I'm going to forget
Yeah.
where my toy is because it's in a drawer.
Yeah.
I'm not. I'm not going to forget where it is.
Yeah.
It's there. And Jesus was there with me, so nothing is lost to the Lord. And he's
That's
going to
right.
remind me, remember, you put it in the third drawer down. That's right.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay, thank you, God. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Yeah. That's right.
Oh my gosh, that was amazing. Thank you so much, Hilary.
Oh, you're welcome. You're very welcome. Yes.
Anything that I should know going forward?
Usually after a session, I mean, it wasn't a long session. It was pretty targeted. But it still stands that after a session, just drink lots of water. Your mind it doesn't usually feel like a lot of work, but you've done a lot of work, right? Shifting. And so be kind to yourself, right? I say to clients, if your body feels tired, sleep. If, if you want water, if you want liquid, drink lots of water, right? Nourish yourself. Yeah, and just be kind to yourself, right? Be gentle with your thoughts and your feelings. And usually, like I say to clients, try to find a time where you're not going into work afterwards, or where the day's going to be a little more mellow and not like it maybe usually is. But that's all I would say, is just allow and be kind to yourself.
Awesome. And can I update you, and let you know
Oh yeah, I love
how
to be
this plays
updated.
out?
Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely.
All right.
Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah.
Awesome. I will send you an update and just let you know the differences that I get to witness.
Mhm. Okay, perfect. Wonderful.
Awesome. Thank you
Thank you,
so much.
Emily. You're a joy to work with.
Awesome.
Okay.
Thanks.
Okay, see you later.
Bye.